But anybody's watching now, they shut up because they say, if it can happen to this guy, it can happen to me.
So many people in music and Hollywood fear this guy, Diddy, as if he's untouchable, and even the
Sugar Diddy
still, dealing with some people trying to hold on to his money.
We're gonna find out who's behind this, and we're gonna investigate it. Okay.
Ever since Tupac's life was tragically cut short in 1996, his incident has remained one of hip-hop's biggest mysteries. Who was really behind it? For decades, speculation ran wild, and the truth stayed hidden until now. Thanks to some recent revelations from Ice Cube, we might finally be getting closer to uncovering what really happened.
Truth.
Well, but I've been shut out. Some platforms will not have me on.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Star's Celeb Channel. As you've probably heard, the Las Vegas police are in the middle of a major investigation into Tupac's untimely death, and the news has sent shockwaves through the highest circles of society. Some people are even scrambling to protect themselves as new evidence comes to light. This fresh development has reignited hope for answers and justice, but for one high-profile figure, Diddy Combs, it's causing major concern. Colleagues are now looking his way, and rumors are spreading that he might be connected to the mystery, putting him under intense scrutiny.
Trying to come up with a solution.
Diddy has always been closely tied to this story, and even though he's denied any involvement from the very beginning, he now finds himself at the center of renewed speculation. Rumors of secret meetings, hidden agendas, and connections to Tupac's tragic fate are still swirling in elite circles. Even without concrete evidence, many believe that Diddy, once a favorite in high society, may have played a key role in the events that shocked the rap world. Certain insiders suggest that people like Ice Cube and law enforcement may already have insights into what really happened, adding even more intrigue to the story. Adding fuel to the speculation, retired LAPD officer Greg Kading has also shared his theories over the years, claiming that the planning behind Tupac's shooting involved a web of complex connections, keeping this mystery alive decades later.
You figure out a way to make this right with the public. I mean, Tupac Shakur was the most celebrated.
Just when it seemed like the case and all its secrets were buried forever, shocking new evidence has emerged, and Diddy's past may be catching up with him. Even major rap figures like Eminem have hinted at the incident in their music, fueling even more speculation and intrigue. It seems the story isn't as hidden as many thought, with interviews and public statements keeping the conversation alive. Now, after decades of staying quiet, Ice Cube has also stepped forward, sharing his perspective on the events and reigniting discussions about Diddy's possible role in this long-standing mystery.
I tried to go on The View. They didn't have me on The View.
Why?
Well, a few of the guests just really didn't like.
There's a growing wave of evidence, especially from the documentary released by former Detective Greg Kading, which reveals previously unknown details linking Diddy to the case. With pressure mounting from the music industry and influential figures, it seems like Diddy's fate is hanging in the balance as the saga continues to unfold. The big question on everyone's mind: will this decades-old controversy finally catch up to him, or will he manage to navigate through it once again? Ice Cube isn't holding back, hinting that Diddy is already feeling the weight of public scrutiny as the story heats up.
Bad movie continues to just haunt you day by day by day by day. That's...
Now the question is, does the music mogul have what it takes to weather the storm? Being named by so many people has certainly turned heads. Fans have only added fuel to the fire, with comments flooding social media. One fan wrote, "Diddy should be held accountable if this is true," while another said, "I've suspected this for years. What goes around comes around." Even with public pressure higher than ever, Diddy has shown he knows how to navigate the intense spotlight. In the past, he has denied all claims and speculation, calling it a distraction and a waste of his time. But now, with the story gaining new momentum, the world is watching closely to see what happens next.
Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense.
Diddy has already faced accusations from many people, and some have even called him out publicly. Eminem, for example, released a track with lyrics that hinted Diddy might have been involved in Tupac's tragic fate, a claim Diddy later dismissed as a joke, saying there was nothing to discuss. But in the world of hip-hop, where loyalty to legends like Tupac runs deep, Eminem's words added another layer to the controversy. Online discussions, especially on platforms like Reddit, have fueled even more speculation. Some suggest that money may have been funneled through a mysterious figure, creating a tangled web of connections surrounding Tupac's shooting. While details remain unclear, the story only grows more intriguing when you consider recent developments, including reports that authorities revisited certain locations as part of the reopened investigation into Tupac's case.
ABC News learning the search warrant executed Monday in Las Vegas was at the home of Dwayne Davis, known as Keefe D.
But here's where the plot really thickens. KD, who happens to be the uncle of Orlando Anderson, the prime suspect in Tupac's case, made a shocking claim in a Netflix documentary. He says he was in the car in Las Vegas the night Tupac was shot, present when a fellow passenger opened fire. If true, this puts him right at the center of the story, adding another puzzling layer to an already tangled controversy. Insiders now suggest that KD's testimony could be key in identifying the main culprit. Detectives have spent months piecing together evidence, witness statements, and details about KD's role that night, while continuing to track down corroborating evidence and other potential witnesses for the grand jury. Fans and investigators alike have been waiting for answers since 1996, and after decades of silence and speculation, the truth might finally surface. Previously, many believed Tupac's shooting was tied to the East Coast, West Coast rivalry, but with West Coast insiders like Ice Cube stepping forward, we're starting to see a clearer picture of what really happened in that infamous feud.
New York had the throne for so long, and here go, well, at least a decade.
The East Coast, West Coast rivalry, fueled by the media, created a tense and dangerous environment, one that many believe ultimately led to real-life tragedies, including the deaths of Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Into this story steps another major figure. In 1995, just a year before Tupac's death, Suge Knight, co-founder of Death Row Records, made a move that shook the industry. He offered to post $3 million bail for Tupac, but on one condition: Tupac had to sign with his label. This partnership was meant to change the rap world forever, but it ultimately ended in tragedy. And Suge Knight witnessed it all firsthand, adding another layer of intrigue to this already complicated saga.
He was conscious on the way to the hospital, he was conscious in the ambulance, he was conscious after.
Now it seems like the entertainment world wants this tragic chapter to finally reach closure. Celebrities have been speaking out one after another, and many of them are pointing in the same direction: Diddy Combs. Even Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight boxing champion, has stepped into the conversation, claiming to have important information that could shed light on the events surrounding Tupac's shooting.
I'm talking about a guy doing crime in the streets that became a television guy, and everyone knew he was a celebrity, had fancy cars.
Mike Tyson's involvement in this saga adds a whole new layer to the drama. If you didn't know, Tyson and Tupac weren't just fellow celebrities. They were close friends who supported each other throughout their careers. Tupac even visited Tyson in prison, showing just how strong their bond was. Tupac's death hit Tyson hard, and the pain and guilt he feels are very real, especially considering the information he claims to have about that night. For years, Tyson has been cautious about his safety, but with the investigation reignited, he now seems more determined than ever to share details that haven't been revealed before.
That my friend is in this.
Like many others, Tyson and countless fans believe the trail of evidence ultimately points to one person: Diddy. The intrigue surrounding this mystery continues to captivate people, almost like a Hollywood blockbuster. Social media is buzzing with opinions. One fan wrote, "I knew he was involved. Karma will catch up to him," while another commented, "He needs to watch his moves if he wants to avoid trouble." Some things just can't go unanswered. Recent events, including moves in the business world, have sparked speculation that Diddy might be planning a strategic way to stay untouchable, but the questions remain. Was he involved in Tupac's demise? And will this case ever be fully solved, or remain one of hip-hop's biggest mysteries? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos for more deep dives into celebrity stories and shocking revelations. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next update.